Hello there, and welcome to another movie top 10 list. And today is going to be a top 10 of Irish movies as it is Bloomsday today. So happy Bloomsday. And we start off with The Quiet Man and John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara, John Ford, and all based in Ireland. An absolutely fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, why not? It is a classic and well worth your time. I have the Blu-ray. It is on the Masters of Cinema collection, and this is an absolute classic. And they kind of remade it in a McLintock. Kind of McLintock and The White Man are kind of very similar. And yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic movie. Up next, we have Barry Lyndon, a Stanley Kubrick movie, and it was made between The Shining and, or sorry, it was made between, let me think, it was The Droogs, I can't think, Clockwork Orange, and the Shining, and was filmed largely in my old hometown of Waterford. And Stanley Kubrick had his HQ up in the Audrey Hotel, and so I kind of get a chuckle out that the director of 2001: A Space Odyssey was walking around my hometown making Barry Lyndon, and it is an absolutely fantastic movie and a really good study of a rogue, and again, kind of a cautionary Stanley Kubrick tale. Okay, up next we have Richard Harris and The Field. This is an absolutely fantastic film. Kind of slightly forgotten in some quarters, and it's written by John B. Keane, and Richard Harris plays the character Bull McCabe. I love the quote from the film, no priest died in the famine. Sean Bean is in the movie. I kind of remember it, I watched it recently. I was very impressed with the DVD quality on this. But I remember the ending. The ending, I remember watching it before, and I remember the bit where what I thought it was the ending where Sean Bean was going off with the Traveller girl in the movie, and I thought that was the ending, and all was kind of stuck in me. Oh, Sean Bean didn't die in this movie, but I rewatched it again, and of course Sean Bean does die in the movie, and I think it's one of his first movies. And of course, Sean Bean and Richard Harris were also in Patriot Games with Harrison Ford. And so, if you've not seen The Field, again, why not? This is an absolute fantastic movie, and well worth having in your collection. Up next for the day that's in it is a later adaptation of Bloom. I know there is a black and white version of Bloom, which is or of Ulysses with Milo O'Shea. I think that is on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have that version on DVD, but I do have this version, and it is absolutely fantastic. And I think Mel Brooks in the film producers, one of the characters, I think is Gene Wilder, and Matthew Broderick's characters are called Bloom, and I think that's a nod to Bloom, as in James Joyce's Bloom. If you haven't read the book, you don't need to read the book, just watch either this version or the black and white version with Milo O'Shea in it, and both versions are very good. This is more a kind of a condensed version and very enjoyable. Up next, another film with Angeline Ball in it. She's in Bloom with Stephen Rea. So two Angeline Ball movies. We have The Commitments, and absolutely excellent film. Remember being in the Cork Film Festival many years ago when this came out, and it got a standing ovation, and it's just a fantastic film. Colin Meaney is in it, and it's written by Roddy Doyle, and it's kind of from the Rabbit household, and just enjoyable, good flick. Very, if you grew up in Ireland around this time, this is very much a very good portrayal of Ireland around this time. So yeah, absolutely excellent film. Up next, this is I got recommended this by Thomas Sheridan, and it's The Guard, Brendan Gleeson, Don Cheadle, and absolutely fantastic movie. I was really belly laughing my way through this one, and enjoyed that the guard that Brendan Gleeson played. Like the fact that he was a big Daniel O'Donnell fan as well. So am I. So kind of, yeah, this is a really good, again, underrated, and I think it's on Netflix. If it is, go watch and you'll have a good laugh. Up next is one I saw on YouTube, I think, but I'm not sure it's there anymore, and that's called Killing Bono. And very good film. And it's I won't say anything much about it, but do go watch it. And again, a good laugh, and more entertaining movies. Up next is one I haven't seen in many years. It's called Eat the Peach, and just got it in the post on Bloomsday, so that was quite nice. And it's about these guys who like driving motorbikes around the Wall of Death in the middle of Ireland, and they're also big fans of the Elvis movie Rustabout, which is this movie here, Rustabout, where Elvis does drive around on motorbike in the Wall of Death. So it's kind of a big nod to that movie. And I kind of, there's other movies like True Romance and 5,000 Miles of Graceland and stuff like that. So I'm kind of thinking this movie might go into that category where I'll call them non-Elvis movies, if you get the drift. So Eat the Peach, I will be looking forward to re-watching this. Up next is we have two John Boorman movies, and we have Excalibur, filmed all in Ireland, and the host of stars, Liam Neeson is in it, Patrick Stewart, Helen Mirren. I have the premium collection version from HMV, and it's in a nice cardboard slipcover, which all the premiere collections are. And then you have the grey Blu-ray box. Then you open up, you have nice inner card of the King's Court, and then you have lots of goodies, lots of swag in this one. You have both the Blu-ray and the DVD in this package, and then you have lots of swag. We have Excalibur postcards, Warner Brothers, Excalibur, Mordred, and another postcard. And if you want to put the pause button on, do that one. Do it now. Okay, that's for Excalibur, and made in Ireland, but it's about the sword Excalibur and King Arthur. And what I like about this movie is it has a big, huge influence on Zack Snyder's superhero movies. The Jack Snyder Justice League movies is that they're big nods to Excalibur. And I think he is trying, what I like about his movies is that he's trying to do superheroes in a kind of Excalibur sort of way, if that makes sense. Up next is another John Borman movie, and it's called Zardos with Sean Connery. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's very bizarre, it's very crazy. It's kind of almost doesn't make sense. But then again, if you keep watching it a few times, little things will creep in, and yeah, it's one of those ones where you may not like it when you first watch it, but when you watch it more than once, it gets in on you, and it's a fantastic. Not yeah, it's a fantastic movie. I like it. I like it. So, if you kind of like a little bit of high strangeness in a movie, uh, this is definitely one, and also an Irish movie, and I think one of the only few Irish sci-fi movies, albeit a dystopian Irish sci-fi movie. And we're going to that's the top 10 Irish movies I have um, for today, but I'm going to give two honourable mentions on DVD. And first one is Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Far and Away. And I remember when this movie was being made in Dublin, and I remember all the shop fronts, all the old 18th century shop fronts around Temple Bar. And I remember the council had to uh, dig up all the cobblestone streets that were around Temple Bar at the time, and there were lots of complaints about that, and they put all these slabs, and then Ron Howard came along and he made this movie, and they dug back up the new slabs and put back down the old cobblestones. So, so yeah, I like this movie. It's fun. It's a harmless movie, and just a good flick. Kind of a forgotten movie again, but worth having in your collection. And of course, this movie, U2, Rattle and Hum. I was went to the concert, the midnight concert, in the Point Depot, I think, which is now the Tree Arena, and saw the Rattle and Hum concert. That one, that was a fantastic gig, and this is a really good movie. Black and white at the start, then color towards the end, and love again another Elvis connection in this movie, where they go to the Sun Studios and they do a couple of songs there, and just a good movie, and kind of not really into where U2 are at the moment, but I kind of grew up with U2, and so I kind of enjoy what they have given me in the past, from everything from Boy through to October War, and The Unforgettable Fire and all that stuff, up to right up to Pop. After Pop, I think they lost it a little bit. So, but yeah, I will give an honourable mention to Rattle and Hum and Home and Far and Away. So that's my top 10 Irish movies. Of course, there are many more that didn't make this list. Maybe there's another Irish top 10 list that I can do for next year's Bloomsday. Let's see what happens. Tell me what your favourite Irish movies are. So if you've stuck with me to the end of this video, thank you for staying with me, and I hope you are having a good